He's seen the skill of the Prince and the strength and the ability and the accuracy and the speed.
The referee doesn't know which way to move.
It's power punching season on BLTV this December, as we've cooked up a whole bunch of great videos to celebrate some of the finest KO artists in the sport's history.
I love to crush bones and spill blood, you know?
Historically, big punchers are the reason boxing was once the most popular sport on earth. Nothing can top the crowd's anticipation of a definitive knockout shot.
Oh my God! Unbelievable!
Which brings us on to our first entrant to the celebration, a man that could not only knock out his opponents into next week, but genuinely enjoyed tormenting his foes while breaking every rule in the pugilistic textbook along the way. Prince Naseem Hamed.
I want to be a legend, and I said that from the start.
Hamed was a one-of-a-kind talent. He did everything wrong, both offensive and defensively. But it was his unconventional and unorthodox style, along with packing hammers in both hands, that made Nas more than just a world champion or a Hall of Famer, but a moment in time. An enigmatic figure who pushed the boundaries of what was acceptable in the squared circle. BLTV presents Prince Naseem's Greatest Hits. Boxing fans were first introduced to an 18-year-old Prince Naseem on April 14, 1992. His opponent for the night was the respectable Ricky Beard, a journeyman known for giving rising prospects a hard time, usually over the distance.
Round one then. Right hand knockdown. That was a touchdown.
Hamed put Beard down a few seconds into the fight, whereafter he entered his instinctive flow state nature, playing to the crowd while planning the fight's conclusion.
Good shot. Body shot. That's all over.
The talent was still raw, but it was a debut that immediately caught the attention of hardcore boxing fans and journalists in Britain.
Oh, I'm aiming to be a legend. A legend. Let's forget the world titles. Well, 3 world titles, that'll do me, but I'm aiming to be a legend.
On March 4th, 1995, boxing fans were given a rare glimpse of what Naseem was like outside of the ring, confirming his ego and confidence were growing exponentially as he moved up in class.
It's not that you're taking your opponent too lightly tonight.
No, I'm not taking him lightly, but he's going to get beat, just like the rest.
On paper, Sergio Liendo, who only had 4 losses in his 50 outings as a pro, seemed to be an adequate opponent to gauge where Naseem was on the world stage. Not that the pressure had any effect on Hamed, however.
He looked the business when he fought in Glasgow. He's now 8 stone 10. He weighs a few ounces under that for this.
It was an experienced opponent, and that was a lovely shot. That was a bone shape for that one. That was a lovely uppercut from Hamed.
It was a ruthless power-punching display from Hamed that saved his one and only showboating moment for the time it mattered most.
Oh, what a left hook. No control of his feet. I mean, he really planted that with the champion's skill there.
Now the referee should stop that, Hamed.
Yeah, he's over.
That's the last thing we want.
If you're starting to find Hamed's behavior distasteful, now is the time to change the channel. Imagine the showmanship and ego of this young man once he becomes a world champion.
There's so much in reserve. Nobody's putting him under pressure. What's he going to be like then? He's the best fighter I've ever seen.
Months away from getting his shot at a world championship. And straight away, he gets in with a right hand.
Mohammed said don't blink, and you've got to expect him to start very fast. Anybody who can be the top of the tree out there has got to be good.
Right hand crashing through on the left hook too.
Angelus was too slow to garner any respect from Hamed, as the Brit eluded every punch fired at him while returning concussive, spiteful potshots on the counter.
Naseem ringing around this arena. Oh, terrific right hand, and then a delayed action fall for Angeles. It seemed to take a while to take effect. It was the right hand, I'm sure, that did it. Is he going to beat the count? No, he's not. He's knocked out in the second round.
A decisive victory over a respectable opponent. The wait was over. Naseem Hamed was ready to challenge for world title honors.
I just don't know what to say.
When I say I'm supreme, people just laugh. Now, what are they going to say when I become world champion?
I know he's elusive and everything, and we've been working on this kind of style. He's unorthodox, but we're very confident we can take them out.
The WBO featherweight champion, Steve Robinson, was in his right to be full of confidence as he made his 8th world title defense against a green Hamed, who was still only 21 years of age.
Begins to fall and it's getting heavier. 12 rounds for the WBO featherweight championship.
That uppercut he brought it right from the floor, right up the middle. Good uppercut from Hamed. He's obviously going to look to counter. Yes, he's just flicking the gloves. What he's trying to do is get Robinson to lead to counter.
Prince Naseem was in full flow in the opening rounds, ensuring the crowd emphasized every Robinson miss, while returning haymakers from unorthodox, borderline disrespectful angles.
Naseem Hamed. Robinson has been the champion for 2.5 years and made to miss. Well, it's dispiriting at the moment for Robinson because all he's doing is hitting the night air. He must have thrown about 30 punches in this round and none of them have landed. Robinson always got him. Down goes Robinson for only the 2nd time in his career.
Robinson did show a lot of heart to hang in there, but in the end, he just couldn't withstand the full force of Prince Naseem, who got the job done in the 8th with a sweeping left hook, becoming the youngest world champion from Britain in the post-war era.
What happened? I was too strong, too fast, and too good, and I'm world champ.
Hamed made his first world title defense on March 16, 1996, where he went on to send the crowd home unsatisfied for reasons that might surprise you. A few seconds is all it took for Hamed to score one of the fastest knockouts in boxing history, catching Lawal off guard as he calmly walked across the ring and then pounced with a devastating short right hook.
It hit him with a beautiful, cracking timing shot. That's what a true professional is, a true world champion.
Hamed was in dangerous, unknown territory on June 8, 1996, matching up with the undefeated Daniel Alicea, who had a reputation as a big puncher.
Zuma Nelson, but remember, last time out he got in 35 seconds, throwing a secret punch that he's been working on. Block those punches from whatever angle. A right hand gets through from Alicea.
Yes, and certainly he's not psyched out in any way. Good right hand again.
Oh, he's got him down! Naseem is put down by a right hand. It's only a flash knockdown, but he'll have to take a mandatory 8 count.
In the opening minutes, Naseem was knocked down for the first time in his career. However, it appeared more of a balance issue, which can't be said for Alicea once the Prince found a home for his sledgehammer left hook.
And this is where you wonder what's happening in Hamed, in his mind.
Prince Naseem Hamed is being asked questions that we haven't seen before. He's caught by a right uppercut.
Good solid right hand there.
Oh, left hook, and down goes Alicea.
The fight should have been called, as Alicea stumbled around the ring, but the ref let it continue, and Hamed moved in for the finish.
So far, right to hand the left, and I don't think he'll get up from that. It's called off. The fight is over. The fight is over. There'll be no count.
Alicea was stretchered to hospital after taking a flush left hook while he was already concussed. Fortunately, he made a full recovery a few hours later.
I could have boxed better than that. I could have not got hit at all, and I normally never get hit. But what the hell, I got hit with a good shot, my heart's with me, I got up, I planted my feet, I hit him so hard. That's why I'm never ever gonna get beat, Gary, I'm never gonna get beat.
It was a night where everything came together on October 11th, 1997, as Hamed made his 8th world title defense against the 20-1 Puerto Rican Jose Badillo.
And I will prove it here, let's see.
Hamed starting well with that jab, very relaxed. Pumping it out and he's landing every time.
Oh, cracking right hand.
He's starting to move up the gears here, and that good stiff right hand going in.
It was a very competent display from Hamed in the opening rounds. Still, once his prediction of a 4th round finish had passed, he decided to go completely rogue, ditching the game plan to entertain both himself and the crowd.
Now it looks here as if he's decided use of the shoulder.
Again, that right hand working so well. That is a very confident Hamed.
Look at this, I think. He's trying to do all this for the Sheffield fans. He's playing to the audience. Trying to taunt poor Badillo, who's taking all this.
He wouldn't argue with that.
Huge jab. through the razzle-dazzle a few years back, but I don't know, where is the line between the kind of thing Ali and Sugar Ray Leonard used to do?
Takes as well as his speed of hand, speed of foot, and Badil just doesn't know what's going on.
Everyone was enjoying the performance, except Hamed's trainer, of course, who gave his man strict instructions to cut the BS and end the suffering of the overmatched challenger.
Not too happy took another big left hand. This fellow is durable, but even he was wobbled by that. Blood coming from his nose. This could be the finish now. They want to stop it. The Dio's corner want to stop it.
This was the night that defined Prince Naseem. It was his Ali versus Williams, his Crawford versus Spence, the performance in the prime of his career that fans will forever revert back to, serving as a reminder of how incredibly gifted this young man was at his peak.
I'm always composed. I box brilliant tonight. I don't care what anybody says. Do you know what I mean? I did the business and I did it in style.
Hamed was his usual cocky self in the post-fight interview until the former WBC champ, Kevin Kelly, crashed the party to hype up what was seen as the biggest fight that could be made in the featherweight division.
What have you got to say to him now?
I just say, he's right in front of me and I can honestly tell him that I'm going to knock him spark out. I'm going to knock your spark out.
What are you going to say to that, Kevin?
Go on. Look at me.
I'm going to smoke your boots.
We'll see. We'll see.
Because I am the best featherweight in the world.
We will see.
Hamed met Kelly on December 19, 1997. Kelly had only lost one fight in his 50 outings as a pro, while Hamed had an impressive record of 28-0 with 26 knockouts.
And that's what happened, Kelly.
50 pro fights, and he's been in too many wars for the taste of most of his supporters. Hamed is a puzzle that Kelly is unable to solve. But down goes the Prince on Kelly's first serious landed punch.
Kelly caught Hamed as he was sticking his chin in the air while moving backward. Hamed didn't appear hurt, but the American thought otherwise and kept applying relentless pressure.
The thing that could happen would be that the Prince was exposed as a fraud. His gloves touched the canvas, the count begins.
Hamed's timing was clearly off, as Kelly scored the second knockdown in the fight. Yet once again, it seemed more of a balance issue as opposed to being concussed.
Hamed is supposed to have power of his own with his quickness, and we haven't seen the evidence of that as yet.
I think the mistake he made,
there we saw it right there.
There's the power. There's the power you were talking about.
The classic commentator curse struck again as Hamed put Kelly down right as HBO's Larry Merchant was discrediting his entire skill set.
Naseem is getting hit with punches.
Ducks from side to side, trying to get away from punches. Takes a hard left from Kelly there. Naseem lands a couple power punches. Kevin Kelly lands a hard left hand. Kelly misses with the right, but taking some leather in return. Down goes Kelly on two hard left hands. Now they're even. Both fighters down twice in the fight. Kelly a little slow to respond here. Leaping right hand by the Prince. And a hard left. And Kelly's down for the third time.
Whoa! And he is definitely hurt. And the fight is over.
Hamed scored the sixth and final knockdown in the fourth round, chopping Kelly down with a short left hook to retain his WBO championship. The bout probably should have won the Ring Magazine's Fight of the Year, but a certain Italian-Canadian just couldn't stop having barnstormers during this period.
And I did that, and I took him out. I came to America. I proved myself. I'm 29-0. What can I say? The last time they've all got knockouts now from 94. I've stopped every one of them from 94.
Hamed made his 15th straight world title defense on August 19, 2000, squaring off with the big punching up-and-comer Augie Sanchez.
Prince Naseem and Augie threw only 28 punches in the first round. Naseem lands a right hand uppercut. Down goes Naseem on a straight right hand, and Martin Ortega is going to rule it a foot on the foot.
Sanchez could really crack, and he had Hamed on skates for the opening 2 rounds. However, the champion stayed composed as always, knowing that it would be an entirely different story once Sanchez felt his power.
Guys like Barrera and Morales sitting around watching with their hearts in their throats, thinking, here goes my million. And Augie Sanchez getting a lot of big chances in the first 3 rounds here. They trade left hooks. And another big right hand.
Not if there was an act, there was a slip. But even still, Sanchez is on the floor. The Prince leads down and he wins.
Man's lap laughing as Sanchez again slides down the front of him. Left, right. And once again, you see the awesome punching power of Prince Naseem Hamed.
Hamed absolutely flatlined Sanchez in the fourth, proving once more that you can never count out the Prince, even after being beaten up and knocked down twice.
Featherweights with Prince Naseem, when they get hit, it's a whole different story.
As seen in his recent performances, Hamed was no longer the elusive master who could dominate a division like he did in the 90s. His reflexes were slightly off, and when you have a style like Nas, those milliseconds mean everything in controlling a fight.
Hey, listen, Barrera, they're going to kick his ass to this Naseem. I don't know where they come from, the guy. But Barrera, they're going to kick his ass, man.
Hamed lost his first and only fight of his career against Marco Antonio Barrera in 2001, signaling the end to what had been one of the most emphatic and entertaining careers of the modern era. To shine like he did in the lower weight classes is incredibly rare, but from start to finish, whether you loved him or hated him, he was must-watch TV. A true entertainer who carried the best get-out-of-jail-free card in featherweight history, a one-of-a-kind talent and personality. It's been a pleasure revisiting his career.
So anyway, that's just cut for the sweet science at this moment in time.